Welcome to Edelweiss, the trial version. Man, I feel like a slug today. It's one of those days where you're just lying in bed, you're just like, I don't even have the energy to sit up. I was beat, I just wanted some rest. Of all the frick. It's like that perfectly sums up where I am right now. What I was just talking about. It's like I feel like a slug today. I have barely got any energy. That's me right there. Just like, I'm beat, man. I can't freaking be bothered to do anything, but here I am anyway. Just as I was hoping for quiet, Pierre began to scream. His eyes were popping out. Would you please stop doing that? Your eyes are just weird when they do that. Speak of the devil, what now? His trembling finger pointed behind me. You too, Apple. What the hell's going on? What? The dripping spectre of a soaking wet girl was watching our room from the window. What is she doing here? Also, cleavage! Considering their perverted side, I'm surprised their reaction is more scared than anything else. Haruka? It was Haruka. Why was she peeping at us? For that matter, why is she soaking wet? She learned from them or something? It's like, how to be a pervert. I bet there's actually a book with that title. I wouldn't be surprised. Her hair was plastered to her cheeks, and her resentful expression made her look just like a ghost of a drowned maiden. She doesn't really have a resentful look, more of a kind of embarrassed look. That explains why she's soaked then. So wait, you're all wet because of us?
俺たちが海に落ちたと思って飛び込んだとか？それ無理だろう。ありえないくらい高かったぞ。本当だよ。落ちたら危ないんだからね。でもよかった。ちゃんとここにいてくれて。
The fact she worried about us that much really touched my heart. Haruka, do you really want us to stay on the island? I was starting to get worried that maybe nobody wants us here.
当たり前じゃない。絶対勝手に出てっちゃ嫌だからね。
Her answer touched all of our hearts. Here was a girl who actually wanted us to be here.
だってよ。そうか。まあそこまで言うならしょうがないけどな。
She's left us no choice. We're not trapped here, we chose to be here.
あれ？どうしたのみんな。私なんか変なこと言ったかな。それともまだ出て行きたいかな。
Nope, we're not leaving. Besides, we can't leave now.
そうだね。でも焦っちゃったよ。
Did you really go searching the waters to try and find us?
びしょ濡れ。本当にびしょ濡れだな。見ろよ、ほらあれ。透けてるぞ。
I was wondering when I was gonna finally kick in for them.
ブラチャー。
Wow. Just like most girls, she was wearing a fancy bra. We could clearly see the lace fringe of her bra through her wet shirt. She rushed to cover herself up.
気づかれたか。俺、目に焼き付けた。マジかよ。後で絵に描いてくれ。ちょっと嘘。それダメ。
Of course he is. Later, okay?
なんか怪しいな。もし嘘じゃなかったら退学にしちゃうからね。学園長の孫娘の権力発動させちゃうよ。
So if they got expelled, would they also have to leave the island as well? It's just like, yeah, I want you guys to stay here. But now after you just like mentally saved an image in your mind of her wet clothes showing her bra, she's like, now I want you off this island right now. Expelled.
学園長の孫の権力ってでかいのな。
あと昼間の一件で男子に反感抱いてる子たちもいるみたいだから、あんまり欲望のままの悪ふざけはなしね。温室育ちで男子に免疫ない子もいるし。
That's right, this is a boarding school. Just as we aren't used to girls, the girls here aren't used to us guys.
立場は同じなんだよな。それならお互い気持ちは通じるはずだって。
We got it, we'll behave ourselves. Looking at you, Apple!
お願いね。本当はみんなね、男子が来るって聞いてドキドキしてたんだよ。
They just were, what's the word I'm looking for? Disappointed, by what they saw.
もちろん、私もね。
Really? I never thought that. I thought they'd consider us nuisances in their garden of women.
みんな期待してるんだよ。この夏は何か去年までと違うことが起こるんじゃないかなって。せっかくだし、できれば仲良く過ごしたいよね。
Yeah, of course. All my buddies were nodding at that.
よかった。それならきっと仲良くやっていけるよ。
She gave us a big smile.
じゃあ私は戻るね。おやすみ。また明日。
Good night.
おやすみ。
She waved to us as she left. God damn.
おやすみか。いい響きだな。
That's just a common phrase. Oh, my God! I've said it in the previous pod, but just look at Apple's face, man. I mean, he's named after an apple, but he looks more like a deformed, hideous-looking pear.
俺、女子におやすみ言われたのなんて初めてだ。おやすみか。おやすみ。おやすみだって。どうすりゃいいの俺。どうやってはるかちゃんの気持ちに応えたら。
Sleep.
それにいいもん見たしな。やっぱこの島いいかもしんない。
What was that, Daigo? Stop picturing her naked. You look 8 times more pretty than normal. Besides, Kazushi's already seeing her naked.
まあ、あのくらいで浮かれられるのも今だけだって。これからもあんなハプニングはいくらでもあるだろうし、なんだってここは女ばっかなんだからな。そのうちパンチラブラチラくらいじゃあんまり日常すぎて、パンチラ何それうまいのなんて言っちゃうようになってるかもね。大人すぎる。いやー、ほんと逃げ出さなくてよかったな。明日からが楽しみだぜ。
Only a few minutes ago we were depressed, but now we were excited. Being simpletons isn't all bad. We can forget the bad things and do our best. It's not like we're leaving this island now. Must be the new pillow. For once I woke up in the middle of the night. For once? That's me in a nutshell if I try to sleep through the night. Wake up, go to sleep in the night, wake up in the night. Never works out usually. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. Sounds about right to me. That's where I'd usually still be awake, to be honest. But if I were to try to sleep through the night, I'd imagine I'd be awake again by that point. It's the dead of night. Oh, why'd I wake up at this hour? It felt freezing in our little shack. No, maybe it was just cool. But it was so hot this afternoon I never expected it. I'm too awake to sleep. I'm going for a walk. Ugh, it really gets cold here. The island's temperature fluctuated like a series of plateaus. All our heavens were filled with stars. There were no lights here, so I saw more stars than I could have believed existed. It was like being thrown out into space. This is amazing. Ah, the shooting star. I actually got to see 2 of them in a really short time. I didn't know shooting stars were this easy to see. Well, the scene was so impressive it might change my outlook on life. I could never get bored watching the stars. Ow, my neck! I stood there looking up so long my neck started to hurt. Then I lay down on the ground so I could keep watching. Then a satellite crushes him like it would in The Sims 2. I couldn't see anything but the stars. So amazing. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the stars. I felt like I was the only one awake in the world right now. As I lay here gazing at the starry sky, I could hear my heartbeats. I closed my eyes and listened to it. There was a sound in the silent world. It sounded like something with weight treading the earth. It came from near my head.
死んでる
It's a girl! I could sense her peering at me from above. I felt her gaze upon me. My skin was itching.
やっぱり死体だ誰がこんなところに
She thinks I'm a corpse. Who is it? She sounds
手
young.
触り海に捨てるか
What? Yoink. She was dragging me. Was she really going to do it? Hey, wait! I had to sit up. Bump. Kazushi certainly finds himself in quite a few predicaments, doesn't he? I felt something on my lips. It didn't hurt. It felt warm. I could tell something was in my face, but it was too close for me to tell what. It was a face, someone I didn't know. I think it was a girl. That means my lips are touching. I had to jump away from her. Sorry. I kissed her. A girl. Okay, kissing a girl is normal. It would be crazy if I had kissed Daigo. Thank God I kissed a girl. Oh man, that sounds horrifying. Oh, even worse, frickin' Apo. Just like, no wait, I may be happy, but I doubt she is. Furthermore, she looked like a delicate girl too. She was probably a student for the academy, but she looked so young. This lovely girl was stunned from kissing a total stranger. Are you okay? No, wait, right? Still in shock, she touched her lips. Something red got on her fingertips. It was blood. I'm sorry, did I cut your lip? I touched my lips too. Something red came off mine as well. It hurt a little too. Both our lips were cut.
痛い
Oh, did you get cut too? We both cut our lips, huh? Both of us were bleeding. I'm truly sorry. I don't know how to apologize. I couldn't think of what to say. Not only had I hurt her, but I kissed her too. That might have been her first kiss too. I know it was mine. She suddenly took her handkerchief out of her pocket and wiped her mouth. She wiped it over and over. I'm truly sorry, but I don't think you should wipe it so hard. Blood was staining her handkerchief. It wasn't helping her cut either. She stopped wiping and silently picked up a tree branch. Foom! Ah! She silently swung at me. Foom, foom! Wait, just stop! Can't we talk about this? What a violent girl. She looks so meek too.
初めてだったのに
She shook as she held onto the stack. Oh, the kiss, I knew it. I knew of... what? I thought... I always read that as I knew of knew. I kind of knew. I'm really sorry.
初めては血の味だロマンティックか
She was glaring me down. I don't think any answer would satisfy her. Let's forget it. Let's just act like it never happened. We have a 5-second rule at my house, see? It's scientifically proven. This is all how you think about it. She silently stared at me, raising the stick up high as I desperately made excuses. Hold it, just think of this as an accident and let it go. Boom! Ah! She flung the stick at me. It was pretty sharp. I only dodged it by a hair's breadth, and it still grazed my temple. She clicked her tongue at me. Who is she? You shouldn't joke around like this. If you take this joke too far, someone could get hurt. No, it's weird, really. I mean, we had that opening in the previous part, and it showed her as clearly one of the main girls. Like, I can't remember. It's like, you got Haruka, Mizuki, you got Ran, and then you got this girl, and then you got the teacher, and I'm not sure if there are any other routes other than those. I've only been through the teacher's route, and I've actually been through this character's route as well. And I've been partway through Ran's route before. I've done Mizuki and Haruka, so I've definitely gone through most of the routes. Well, actually, no, that's literally just half of the routes, really, isn't it? I've gone through. Then there's like the other characters, I think, got like an expansion version, so they probably have routes. I don't know. But why is it that she appears after the opening movie and not before it?
冗談じゃないから。
She was serious? This is worse than I thought. You can't tell with this girl what kind of mood she's in because she's always speaking in that way. What's your name, by the way? I'm Haruma Kazushi, one of the new sophomores.
春馬
Yep, what's yours?
夏目雨宮
I'm glad she answered. So, Natsume-chan, then.
ちゃん付けか。上から目線だな。春馬のくせに。
What do you mean by I'm just Haruma? And why my last name without any honorific? Maybe she's actually older than me. Natsume-san, are you a senior? I made sure to be polite, but Natsume-san shook her head.
1年。
Oh, then I'm older, aren't I? So what's wrong with using Chan?
やっぱり偉そうだ。春馬のくせに。
She spurred her chick away from me. She's a difficult girl. Well, there's a difficult girl her age in my family too, so it's not going to bother me. On the other hand, that does make me concerned for her. What are you doing out so late all by yourself? Isn't it dangerous to walk around at night?
昨日までは危なくなかった。でも、今日からは危ないみたいだ。
She gave me a mean glare. I'm dangerous? She just won't let it drop, will she? I said I was sorry. You really got a nasty personality. Do you even have any friends?
そんなこと、春馬が気にすることはない。友達もちゃんといるし。そうだな。100人はいる。
That's good. She's definitely lying. Why do girls like her lie and act tough? Then could we be friends? Natsume-chan didn't move. Was I too sudden? Natsume-chan. She moved. Her eyes blinked.
だが断る。
She rejected me. Why? I'm not good enough.
点でダメだ。
I see, but you shouldn't be so blunt to a person's face. It can be pretty painful.
それに、もう十分間に合ってる。100人もいるんだから。もう名前だって覚えられない。
What's my name?
春馬。
Then I think we'll get along. You already memorized my name.
へりくつだ。
Besides, if you have 100 friends, that's what? Then what's one or two more?
それは、ま
So, can we?
勝手にしろ。
After a brusque reply, she turned her back to me. I couldn't help but smile. Okay, I will then. So now I have one more little friend.
春馬はもう帰れ。
After telling me to leave, Natsumi-chan started walking away from me. Alright, it is late. See you around. I called out to her back as she walked away. She didn't reply. Well, I'm sure I'll see her around. She's clearly a main character after all. Of course, we won't be seeing her around because, you know, this is just a trial version. Once I lost sight of her smallback, I went back to my room too. What kind of yawn was that? You know what, I yawn like that on a regular basis. You ever do that when you yawn, you kind of like go into a kind of opposite voice where you're like... It's that yawn sounds like a freaking animal's noise, doesn't it? Like... But every time I like yawn, it breaks into song. Well, not every time, but half time I find myself yawning, it kind of breaks out into song. I woke to the sounds of birds singing, and it was a nice, crisp morning. I slept so well.
Ohio.
Wow! I thought Apple was asleep, but he was just lying awake with his foot on. He didn't look well either. You're up early. Gonna sleep?
ほとんど眠れんかった。俺枕変わると眠れないんだよね。
Despite his appearance, he's pretty delicate. Whenever something happens, it affects his stomach. He's probably the most delicate guy I know.
カズシはよく寝られるよな。神経がずぶといやつって羨ましいよ。昼間はここまた暑くなるんだろうな。
Probably. Once our tin roof starts getting hit by direct sunlight, I bet it will turn into a sauna. I doubt we'll be able to come back during the day. Besides, it was a bright, clear day outside. It was bound to get hot. Hey, let's go eat. It's our first chance to hit the cafeteria, right? I wonder what they'll have.
食欲ないけどな。
Apple spoke in a weak voice as he wobbled.
あれ、どうだ
That confused voice came from beside us. Pierre had finally woken up. He couldn't figure out he was in this room. By the way, his room was next door.
なんで俺こんなところにいるんだ
That's what I'd like to know. Why were you sleeping in our room? Huh? I think I just heard Daigo from between my legs. What? What the? Daigo was curled up and sleeping between my legs. Why was such a big guy curled up there? How the fuck could he even... How? What the hell are you doing? Where do you think you're sleeping? I kicked Daigo until he woke up.
あれ、どこだここ
What do you mean, where am I? Why the hell are you sleeping in my futon?
ああ、思い出した。昨日面倒くさくなってここで寝ちまったんだっけ
You mean that you guys were here all night? Hadn't even noticed them when I'd woken up earlier.
二人部屋に大の男が4人も寝てたのか。周知肉林だな。
Hold it right there. You're not using that word correctly, okay?
あれ、そうだっけ
He was using the word incorrectly, right? I'd like to believe so. I had a sneaking suspicion that Daigo might be... I don't know, think about it.
明け方は肌寒いくらいだったからな。人肌が恋しくて体温の高いカズシに寄ってっちまったんだろ
No more of that. From tonight on, you two better sleep in your own room.
まったく人が寝られないでいるってのにぐーぐーいびきかいて寝やがって大悟お前夜中に便所を起こすなよな便所ぐらい一人で行け
You know, does this place even have a bathroom?
まだちょっと怖くて おいおい慣れてく。
The morning our new lives were so begin didn't feel any different than usual. I'm starving, let's go eat.
昨日からろくに食ってないからな。
Our only meal last night was onigiri. Sure, it was delicious, but we haven't had any real food on this island yet.
昨日の晩飯、噂によるとマグロ尽くしだったらしいぞ。刺身に寿司にステーキだってよ。
そういえば昨日マグロを山積みにした車が走ってたもんな。
マジかよ。すっかり食いっぱぐれちまったな。その分今日は取り返そうぜ。
Yeah, let's eat up and get ready for our new life. Today was the beginning of our new life.